and I was back at source. That's all I know. That's all I can tell you. Oh my God, and it filled me with such love. And it took my fear away of everything. Everything. Nothing. You would be, if you had this love inside you, in that moment you would fear nothing. Love fears nothing. Hate fears everything. Love fears nothing. So we started Paranormal Wales. I started investigating the paranormal, and that led me on an unbelievable journey. But every time I went, I kept feeling negative, and I kept experiencing negative things. Because and as shit as this is going to sound, the world can be a really negative place. There is tons of love in it. But on a whole, it is defined by negativity. And it was there. In all these cases I started doing, and I mean cases, like profound cases. I was picking up EVPs, and I was seeing things, and I was experiencing evil. But right in that moment, the confidence I had in myself, that my love and my power over it all was overwhelming. And because we are the physical and the spiritual, and they are just the spiritual. And they are just spiritual. We are all that is meant to be in the universe. We are everything. And our power comes from our strength. And our power comes from love, because love breaks all the rules. And it can create the other side. That's how powerful love is. That's how powerful our minds are. And I was in a place, and a good place. But I kept experiencing neg. So I kept investigating the paranormal, and I started to see things that were insane. I remember I did a case where I saw a little kid floating with a blanket over him, and he was dropped to the floor trying to stop what we were doing, because we were trying to help someone. And I thought, my God, how powerful is this? Why isn't everyone seeing this? How is it only me? How is it only us? How people don't believe this stuff? I'm seeing things that defy physics, and like these are in the well, they defy physics as we understand it, but they are physics, if you like. You know, the smaller you go, the stranger things become. And you can all agree on that. That is science telling you that. And you know, and science and God, I know they're separate, but they know they're actually the same. And through science we find God. That's what Einstein was trying to do. That's what all of them were trying to do. And that was something I was learning in this investigation, was that all these great people, and I mean great people, and some of them did some really bad stuff, don't get me wrong, but they were all being told, or they were telling people that somebody else was telling them this. Somebody was giving them the mathematics, somebody was opening their mind, somebody was giving them answers. And I'm thinking, this is starting to make this all really real now. This is getting more and more real. Like I'm finding it harder and harder and harder as I go along to debunk this stuff. And I kept telling my team on Paranormal Wales that if you don't stop negativity, it's going to bite us on the arse. It's going to bring us down. That's what they're trying to do. They don't want us to win. They don't want us to be in the light. They don't like it. They don't get pleasure, and they don't get joy, and they feed on pain and misery. Like that's what they're there for. That's their creation. As things were created in love, things were created in hate. And I started to see this thing, and I thought, I'm doing this investigation, and I started to see little messages as well. And I'll give you an example. Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc watched her family being raped and murdered by the English. And she hated them with all her might. And that's fair enough. You can't argue with why she would hate them, right? That's why there's hate in the world now, because we've done things to each other through eons, and it's just never stopped. It's a perpetual hate. I know, and I kill your family, you kill my family, and then if there's any family left, they kill their family, and so on and so on. It never ends. And the English had came to fight, and she wanted to put them all on a spike. She wanted to cut their heads off and burn them. That's what she wanted, as fact, and that's not this in history. But she wrote him a letter first. She sent a letter, because whoever it was telling her that's what she should do first. And that's where God is. And I thought, wait, that sounds like something God would do. What I've learned and what I've experienced now up until this point, that sounds exactly like what God would do. What love would do. Would give people the option to choose a better way. And then there was this story about Gandhi, and when he was starving, and somebody said to him, will you eat? I got enough on my conscience. I don't need your death on my conscience as well. And he said, well, what's the matter? He said, I'm already going to go to hell. Gandhi said, why? What do you mean? Why are you going to go to hell? He said, well, I killed this guy, and he had children, and he was Muslim. And Gandhi said, well, I know a way out of hell. He said, you take them children, and you bring them up to be Muslim. And you make right what you did wrong. That's how you fix these things. And this guy fell to his knees and cried, because he never heard anything like it. He knew that was spiritual. He knew that didn't come from a place inside us that we can achieve, and he didn't know how to achieve it. And I'm seeing more and more of this now in this investigation. I'm starting to see these evil people that have done things in the world, and they really have done them. Check them out, guys. They've done these evil because they are not made like us. And yeah, the world at the moment speaks volumes about that. So I carried on, and I had moments, and I did have a couple of moments at this period where my faith dropped, and then my faith come back, and my faith dropped, but I continued. And I'm starting to, like I said, I'm starting to see these answers, and I'm thinking, why am I being given them? And they were like, you haven't. It's not just you. They've been given to everyone. Just you choosing to listen, Rich. So I'm like, oh, right. And unfortunately, because people wasn't listening to me, Paranormal Wales went down negative at one. Didn't like what we were doing. Didn't like what I was telling people. And I can understand why. Because what I'm telling people, to me, is the truth. But then I'm starting to have this ET contacting with the Council of 12. And I don't know if my faith is not as strong in that as it was with this other stuff. But I thought I better start listening. There's something in it. And I told people what I've experienced with this Council of 12. And I'm trying to tell people what I experienced with God. And it seems to be falling on deaf ears. So it's starting to make me doubt. So I thought I got a choice by it. There is real and unequivocal evil in the world. And it seems to be coming from a spiritual source, and it will affect people and knock them flat. And I can't do anything but the big things, but I can do things about these people. So I started really throwing myself into helping people understand themselves and the paranormal, and how the two coincide. And but yeah, they did actually bring Paranormal Wales down, and it was through nothing more than negativity and lies and darkness. And me and my buddy Chris, who'd been together as a team in security for 5 years had fallen out over it, big time. And it knocked me. Oh, it knocked me sideways. I'm not going to lie to you. It really did. And I thought, what am I putting myself in? Why have I been put in this position? Who am I? What am I? Why is this? Why me, like? All the people in the frigging world. And yeah, so I'm left with no team, no paranormal, and I'm thinking, what's next on my journey? And I'll tell you about that in the next video. Love and light, guys. Speak to you soon.